You are taking a live look at the Iwo Jima Memorial in Cape Coral, right near the Midpoint Bridge. Today marks 76 years since the raising of the American flag on Iwo Jima, a crucial turning point in World War II. This statue honors the thousands of lives lost in that battle in Japan, and each year a ceremony is held here to remember the people who fought in that battle. The island of Iwo Jima provided landing strips for injured aircraft and saved as many as 25,000 airmen who otherwise wouldn't have made it. And this morning, through the eyes of men and women who served in World War II, I'm sharing why it's so important this day is never forgotten. On this day, 76 years ago, February 23rd, 1945, the photo was taken that inspired this statue in Cape Coral. The raising of the American flag on Iwo Jima in Japan, marking a turning point in World War II.
It just became the image of victory in the Pacific, and we all relied on that until the end of the war.
When they raised the flag, it gives the rest of the Marines there the will to really get with it and take the island.
They raised the flag on Iwo Jima, which brought a cheer from all the men out on the ships, but the battle wasn't over.
Wally Dugan, Chief Warrant Officer 3, spent more than 43 years in the U.S. Marine Corps.
Pacific, I got a little grenade wounded in Korea, good conduct medal, and I can't remember them all right now.
That's a lot of medals there, sir.
No, there's some with a lot more medals.
He didn't fight in Iwo Jima, but did fight in World War II.
I served with so many of those guys on Iwo Jima. We lost so many kids we shouldn't have lost.
A buddy of mine that I played football with in high school got killed on Iwo Jima. So every year I think of him.
Staff Sergeant Bernie Lenhart remembers hearing about the day the American flag was raised on the radio. He says every battle in World War II was important.
But Iwo was one of the most costly and hardest to finally resolve.
After the flag was raised on Iwo Jima, the battle went on for a month.
We had 26,000 casualties in a 35-day period.
That's my original jacket. It's like, what, close to 70 years old.
Phyllis Bartlow was in what was called the Waves during World War II as a pharmacist.
You know, we take care of the sailors and the Marines that came back that were injured. It's been a lot that helps them.
And when asked why it's so important to remember this day, 76 years later, they all agreed with Corporal Julie Sturgeon.
It can't be forgotten. They're heroes, and they can't be forgotten.
Really is so true. Now, those 3 veterans you just heard from were honored at the Iwo Jima anniversary ceremony over the weekend in Cape Coral. A 4th veteran who couldn't make it to that ceremony, Marion Burke Dobb, was also honored. She served in the Women's Army Air Corps as an engineer.